And it all really boils down to this one single powerful line. This right here is the emotional heart of what we're going to unpack. And I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? You're in a moment that is so perfect, so right, that the very thought of it ending is, well, it's almost painful. That's the feeling we're diving into.
So where does a moment like this even begin? Well, funnily enough, it actually starts with an ending. The author immediately creates this sense of bittersweet beauty. That feeling that what's happening right now is precious because it's not going to last. The real magic is in that contrast. Just look at the words being used here. You get these gorgeous images, right? Golden days, vibrant colors, but then pay attention to the verbs that are attached to them. Drifting, fade. It's a classic move, but so effective, painting this beautiful picture while at the same time telling you it's disappearing right in front of your eyes. It just creates this immediate tension. And there you have it. That's the core setup. By starting with the end in sight, it makes us feel this sense of urgency. It makes us value the present moment so much more. It's not just a nice day anymore, it's one of the last nice days, and, that really changes everything. So, when you're faced with this beautiful, fading moment, what do? Well, our narrator here doesn't just passively accept it. Oh no. Instead, they throw down a direct challenge, a plea against the inevitable march of time itself. And this is where the emotional engine of the story really starts to roar. And here it is, that challenge, stated so simply. Let's lose track of time. I mean, it's a fantasy, of course. We can't actually stop time. But it's such a powerful and deeply relatable desire, isn't it? To just create this little bubble outside of reality where this one perfect feeling can exist for just a little bit longer.
So how does the narrator try to make this impossible thing happen? Well, it's basically a three-part plan. First, you've got the simple request, stay. Then the impossible goal, lose track of time. And finally, a physical action, I hold you. They're literally trying to use a physical anchor to stop something you can't even touch.
And that physical action, that's what leads us to the emotional peak of this whole thing. This is where the big fight against time becomes intensely personal, really intimate. That huge, abstract desire to stop the universe gets boiled down into these small, quiet, physical acts of just being close.
Just listen to how gentle that is. It's not some dramatic command, it's a soft invitation. Just rest your head upon my shoulder. That single line carries so much weight. Trust, comfort, vulnerability. It's this little island of complete peace, even with that ticking clock that we know is in the background.
Exactly. This simple gesture, it becomes a kind of shield. The text mentions that it's colder, which isn't just about the temperature, right? It's about reality creeping in. So resting a head on a shoulder is this small act of defiance, creating warmth and safety against the inevitable chill of the moment ending.
And then the intimacy ramps up with this line, holding you tight. It's a clear step up from that gentle rest. There's a real protectiveness here, maybe even a little hint of desperation. It's almost as if the narrator believes that if they can just hold on tight enough, they can physically stop the other person and the moment itself from slipping away. Okay, so you've got all these elements working together, the fading day, the desperate plea, the intimate actions, and it all builds to one final powerful statement. It's about trying to crystallize this fleeting experience into a feeling that lasts.
Ultimately, what this piece does so perfectly is define that universal desire to just freeze time. It captures that feeling when a moment is so complete, so perfect, that the future just feels like a downgrade. And the thought of that moment ending, it's simply unbearable.
This line right here is brilliant because it shows the feeling is mutual. The connection is so deep that words aren't even necessary anymore. That plea to stop time doesn't even need to be fully spoken because the other person is already right there, feeling the exact same thing. It's a moment of perfect unspoken understanding, and so we come full circle. We're right back to the line that started this whole journey. After building the scene, the desire, and the intimacy, the author finally just says it outright. It's both a confession and a conclusion all in one. I don't want this moment to go. Every single word before this was just building the case for this one simple truth.
The power of a text like this is that it makes us look back on our own lives. It taps into our own memories of those golden days, those perfect moments. So I guess I'll just leave you with a question to think about. What moment would you hold on to forever?